The world trembles under the baleful gaze of Ithaqua, one of the great old ones. When the northern lights flicker, the wise among us know to shelter themselves, for Ithaqua prowls the frozen tundra. It manifests as a monstrous giant, a grotesque parody of human form, with eyes that burn with a malevolent crimson glow, and a mind as monstrous as its body. Born from the dread union of Hasta and Shub-Niggurath, Ithaqua is an elemental of the air, a sinister force that sweeps through the frozen wastes. Its great powers have seen it embroiled in many cosmic conflicts with other great old ones. Ithaqua has, at times, also allied itself with the likes of Cthulhu, forging sinister, dark pacts. His presence has been chronicled from the desolate expanses of the Arctic to the frigid reaches of the subarctic, where he was first encountered by the indigenous peoples. It is whispered that Ithaqua prowls the frozen wastes, causing inexplicable disappearances of travelers, their screams lost to the howling winds, their bodies never found. It is as if the very air conspires with him, sweeping away all trace of those who trespass upon his domain. The myths of the Wendigo and the Yeti are but pale reflections of the true horror that is Ithaqua. His influence extends beyond the physical, penetrating the minds of those who dwell near his domain. The elders speak of strange dreams and visions, of a monstrous figure striding across the tundra, and an overwhelming sense of dread that permeates the very air. The isolation of the Arctic becomes a breeding ground for madness, where the boundaries between reality and nightmare blur, and the whispers of Ithaqua fill the void. Ruling the ice world of Borea, Ithaqua, the Windwalker, periodically treads the winds of space between Earth and his frozen dominion, abducting helpless victims to worship him. Though Ithaqa's desires extend beyond mere dominion, he frequently attempts to reproduce with humanoid females, driven by a hope to sire offspring capable of surpassing his own limitations cruelly imposed by the elder gods, and thus aid in freeing the rest of the great old ones. Yet, there exists an ulterior motive behind Ithaqa's grim endeavors, a yearning to remove his bitter loneliness, for he is alone, an isolated titan in the vast, cold expanse. Tragically, or thankfully, none of his surviving progeny have fulfilled this longing. They ultimately turn against him, leaving the Windwalker in his eternal solitude. The influence of Ithaqua upon our world is an insidious blight, a chilling dread that seeps into the marrow of the earth. The world is but a fragile vessel, adrift in a sea of cosmic indifference, and the touch of Ithaqua is a grim reminder of the ancient and malevolent forces that lie just beyond the veil of our understanding. In the frozen wastes, in the howling winds, and in the dark corners of the human mind, the influence of Ithaqua persists, a chilling testament to the enduring legacy of the great old ones.